Hi, Professor Verdis. Here's my Eagle ID, and here are the people who will be watching my speech. How many of you are against the idea of slavery? Just as early slaves weren't really cared about and didn't really have any rights, the precious children who aren't given a chance at life have no rights either. I'm sure that many of you in this room know someone who has had an abortion, or possibly you've had one yourself, and I would like to persuade you to stand up and open your eyes to the facts about abortion. I've done much research on the issue of abortion by using the internet and watching medical videos of the process of abortion. Today I would like to convince you to open your eyes on the facts about abortion. Today I will be telling you first about the rights of the unborn children, second about the after effects of having an abortion on the mother, and lastly about the effects that legalizing this issue has on our society. Let's first begin by discussing some of the rights that should be given to these precious unborn children. First, I would like to compare slavery and abortion. Just like the slaves had no rights back in the old days, these children aren't given any rights either. They don't have a voice to speak up for themselves. Just like the slaves were beaten, forced to death by work, and tossed away and forgotten, the same is for these precious unborn children. These unborn children are not given a chance at life. They don't have a voice, and I'm here not only to convince you to change your mind, hopefully, about this issue of abortion, but also to give these unborn children a voice. Another issue that pro-choice people say is that abortions from rape and incest the mother should be able to choose whether she has an abortion or not. The statistics show that very few pregnancies are a result from rape or incest. Nearly less than 5% of rapes result in pregnancy. Another statement that pro-choice people say is that a fetus is not a human being. I believe in my heart that an embryo, anything with a heartbeat and fingernails and toenails, is a human being, a creature that has life. At about 6 weeks, the doctor can detect a heartbeat in the embryo. And typically, women who find out they are pregnant do not find out until the 6 weeks mark or after. So now that we know some of the facts about abortion, let's talk about the after effects that this process has on the mother of the unborn. Their statistics show that there is a rise in abuse towards the mother's future children after having an abortion. The mother cannot keep her feelings inside. She is feeling anger, sorrow, and despair for having an abortion, so her feelings come out on her, unfortunately, on her future children. Another problem is drug and alcohol addiction among mothers who have had an abortion. It's sad to say, but more mothers who have had an abortion try to drown out their sorrows in drugs and alcohol. And the suicide rate is also higher in mothers who have an abortion. They feel that they cannot deal with the pain and suffering that they're going through after having an abortion. There's also problems found among pregnancies after women have an abortion. There's problems with infertility and also more pain during labor of a woman who has had an abortion. Finally, let's talk about the effects that legalizing abortion has on our society and what we can do in place of having an abortion. The main thing that you can do in place of having an abortion is adoption. There are so many couples out there who long to have a baby of their own, and there are more people out there that would care for the baby and give the baby a chance at life. Hopefully, regardless of your views on abortion, this speech has given you some food for thought. I leave you with this quote by President Ronald Reagan. I notice that everyone who is for abortion has already been born. Hopefully this speech has given you some food for thought and you will consider everything that I've said and consider to change your opinion if you are pro-life.